because you're going to be strongest in this position, right?
Perfect
so
for us.
You can use that. But for the people who are much taller, I'm going to have a lot more leverage holding that, catching that weight here versus trying to squat all the way down here and get them back in. So when we're side spotting on the bench, interlocked fingers. So the one thing that we want to do when we're handing off is we're not trying to show how strong we are, how much we can, bicep curl out of a rack. Again, we are just trying to keep the lifter safe and put them in the best position to successfully lift that weight. If I lift up and out, any tightness that the lifter has put themselves in the position to take advantage of, tight shoulders, locked back, all those sorts of things, as soon as I lift it up, my arms go from this position to that position. Yeah. 2 side spotters and the back spotter. For gym lifts, the person who's handing off, you're going to stay with them the entire time. Unless you're in meet prep and you need to practice that cadence of having nobody over the top of you, our job as spotters is to keep them safe. So we're going to stay with them, stay with the bar, unless the lifter communicates to the spotters that, hey, back the fuck up. But your job is to keep them safe. You're going to lift the weight, secure it, and then bring it back. It's not as imperative to create that vise to secure it as it is in the squats.
You just want to get that weight off of them.
Yeah.
You want, especially underneath there. This is possibly one of the most vulnerable positions because it's awkward. Your elbows are coming behind your back. It's an awkward position in general. You just want to get that weight off of.
Yep, exactly.
If you have 2 people per side, how do you handle 2 people spotting that small?
Great question. So let's, I actually had a note on that I was going to go over. So come on up.
300, jump in. Oh, you want me to? Yeah, bench.
So you're going to have the primary person still with the interlocked fingers, the second person on a two-person spot. You are going to do similar to what we do on the squats, where you're going to cup your inside hand on the weight, and your outside hand is going to be coming, just like Chris was showing, coming around the back of the weight. So you are like, I don't know, can everybody see this?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you got one hand underneath, the outside hand underneath, and the inside hand on, cupping the weights to not interfere with the outside, the back spotter who's got the interlocked fingers. Does that make sense? Does anybody want to try that?
Yes.
Can we see what that looks like?
Yeah. All right, come on in.
No, Marshall, you can't do this.
How many reps have you done?
Not enough. Get in there.
Also important that the outside with the interlocking fingers, really just in general when you're spotting, you are going to be in a very strong position. Not kind of, oh, hope he lifts it. You're anticipating, you're assuming that he's going to fail. Even though you're rooting for him, you're assuming he's going to fail. You're expecting something bad to happen. So be in the strongest position possible to keep that lifter safe. So I would spread your legs out a little bit, take an active position to make sure that they're going to be safe in case something fails. All right, we ready? All right, let's go ahead and do this.
Let's do this. No lift up. Take it.
Good job, guys. Anybody else want to practice? Things that you need to be aware of when you are spotting for deadlifts.
Somebody
Passing out, obviously.
Forward.
Forward and backwards. What else? Where's Tara?
Tearing a hand.
Tara.
Me?
Ripping the
What are things that we need to worry about?
Urinating.
That's epic. That's epic. Sorry.
Falling backwards.
The bar needs to be loaded properly.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yep.
say this loading too.
And if someone, what happens if someone loses their grip? Where are they going to go? Exactly. They're going woo way back. So the most important thing, just like in benching, spotting, and squat spotting, is being active, being there for the lifter right behind them. So as soon as the lift starts, they get up to the bar. The back spotter is going to be behind them. Jimmy, you want to come in here? What I hate seeing at meets, and you're always going to see this.
Want me to lift it?
Not yet. Just your bar's loaded.
The model.
She's ready to go.
You're 5 minutes.
I see this. I'm the back spotter. I see this. Or I see this. I'm not going to save them with the force, right? So when we are spotting for deadlifts, our hands are doing two things. One, we're going to be one hand here towards the hip, one hand towards the shoulder. So if it falls out, I have the ability of catching her here. If she starts to pass out, I can grab her hip, I can grab her belt and control her. Bring her into my body and she's secure. Hey now. My job is to make sure that she doesn't kiss the floor or fall back.
Big hands.
Good. I would be a little closer at the start, so I'd be kind of right in here with him. It's good. I kind of like to keep my foot out wide, be real close. Looks good. And then I want to wait to move until he stands up on his own power and is good. You don't want to walk away because he put the bar down, he will black out the bottom.
Like, oh, look, knife hands. I
So at the end of the day, spotting and loading is about keeping the lifter safe, allowing them to show off all the hard work that they put months into to go to that particular meet. I love this sport. I love strength sports in general. And if we invest in our community, in our powerlifting niche, it's just going to create more and more opportunities for us to go out and show off and do the thing that we love to do. I personally have gotten so much from strength sports that go way beyond the gym. You know, my business, in my relationships, all the confidence that I have from lifting has bled over to other areas of my life. So I'm going to invest in something that's given me so much. I want others to have that same opportunity of personal growth, of personal confidence that can only come from having a barbell in their hand. So I thank you all for coming here today and spending 2.5 hours going through this, because not everybody's doing it. We have 25, 30 people here. I think that's an amazing turnout. If we get this to continue to grow, no meet should ever wonder why they can't get spotters and loaders, because we are, we've educated ourselves, we've practiced it. Now it's time to just take it out into the world. So again, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you, Nightmare Muscle, for helping out. Thank you, Alan. We have certificates of certification that you can come grab. So again, thank you all for coming out and investing this time.
Thank you.